In this video, I'll take you along on the 5 Peak Challenge. The trail was very hard at times, but also lots of fun. The 5 Peak Challenge was created by park rangers at Mission Trails Regional Park in an effort to get hikers to hike all 5 peaks. The hike has been completed by many people, and we decided to do it in one day, with the first 3 peaks and then the last 2. Technically, the challenge is over according to the park, but we still headed out that morning ready to hike. Our first stop was getting Chris. Welcome, Chris! And then we headed to the trailhead. The first peak we tackled was North Fortuna, which was 3.5 miles away and 1,200 feet of elevation gain. Spirits were really high, starting in the flat prairie-like section of the hike. Soon we started hiking uphill and realized that a lot of this hike was going to be hiking up and down steep slopes by the highway.
Still going!
Soon we made it past the highway section and found the trail kind of hidden next to a chain link fence. We began the final part of the climb up to the ridgeline. The ridgeline was pretty rocky in spots, but it offered amazing views. And we made it to North Fortuna and completed the first peak for our 5 Peak Challenge. We had a little bit of fun and then spotted the second peak and started the hike over to South Fortuna. It was only about a mile away and we were there super quick. And after eating some snack peanuts, we headed back down and started the 3.5 mile trek to the 3rd peak. The Oak Canyon Trail was definitely my favorite part of the hike. It seemed like everywhere we were going was absolutely beautiful. And after a few more snack peanuts, we made it to the trailhead for our 3rd peak, Kauai Pai. This was by far the hardest of the hikes, and we were really feeling it at this point. We even had to stop and drain the blood from our arms for a little bit before continuing. After discovering that Chris sneezes if he looks too close at the sun, we continued up to our 3rd peak. At this point, we were absolutely starving, so we headed down the mountain to get lunch.
Oh, yeah. Lunchtime.
We stopped at a Mexican restaurant called El Rancho right off of Mission Gorge Road, and it was delicious. And with our stomachs nice and full, we headed back to our 4th peak at Powells Mountain. Catherine started out on an absolute mission, and me and Chris struggled to keep up. The views were epic, and we were at the top really quickly. I'm talking like maybe 30 minutes. Catherine was really booking it. And with that, we were headed to Powells Peak, the last of the 5 peaks. And eventually, we made it to the 5th peak of the 5-peak challenge. It was a huge accomplishment. Over 3,000 feet of elevation gain in total, and over 16 miles of hiking, all in one day. All that was left was getting back down, which was actually another 3 miles of hiking. Look at those arms.
It's pretty epic. Hello.
How are you guys feeling?
We have died.
That was awesome. Ran down for like half a mile. Would recommend.
Everything hurts and I'm dying.
Same.